Hi, my name is Kim Hughes. I am the owner of Paper Smooches. We specialize in stamps and dies. They are hand-drawn by me. Everything is done, produced in the United States, and I ship everything from my home in Arizona. Our designs are fun and whimsical, so I'd like to show you our newest release today, and I hope you enjoy. So let's start with our 4 new stamp sets, and then we'll go into our dies that have coordinating stamp sets, and then 4 different standalone dies. I have lots of samples to share. So we will start with our stamp set called Botanicals 3. This is a 3rd in the series. The first one is Botanicals 1, second is obviously Botanicals 2, and this one is Botanicals 3. This stamp set will have a coordinating die set released on January 1st, so keep that in mind. Here's a beautiful sample of how you use this set. And she fussy cut around these flowers, but like I said, there's going to be a coordinating die set. This card has a popped up frame, so all you do is stamp the craft paper first, and then you cut the frame around it, you die cut it, and then pop it up with some foam tape. And then this one has just a beautiful watercolored background with various solid stamps stamped on there, so very, very pretty. Okay, and this is actually a 1-layer card, so it's easy for mailing. It won't cost you any extra postage. Next up is Gently Seasoned 2. The 3 sets I'm going to talk about were formerly released as a 3x4 stamp set, and we re-released it as a 4x6. So it's larger, and we added more elements to this stamp set. So this card has the tree stamped on the base with some popped up leaves and some really cute bunnies with a stitched field. And this one has another watercolored background, and it's just a very simple hello card that can really be used all year round. This stamp set is called Notebook Paper 2. You can customize your notebook paper and then have little itty bitty letters that fit perfectly on the lines, like this one right here. So she just stamped it lightly in the background and created a beautiful scene around it. This card just uses the letters, so you don't necessarily have to use the notebook paper lines, but you can just use the little stamps for sentiment. This die is called Notebook Basic. This is Notebook Bracket, Notebook Scallop, and this is Notebook Paper. So when you stamp on the die cut, this is what you're going to get. So I don't know if you can see that. So if you wanted a feminine card, you can have pinks and purples, or you can stamp that in different color blues. This one I stamped kind of like a grid, and this one is more of a traditional notebook paper. So you can use this as an element on your project and add the sentiment or fun little stamped images. You can use it to journal on for a scrapbook paper. So this set's really, really versatile and fun to play with. Next we have, this is called Clipboards 2, and it does come with a coordinating die called Clipboards, and of course it has it for both the clips and the check mark. So this one's fun because you can add different words to the check mark box, and then you can use a little red check mark and say that you're, you're super cute and all that fun, customize it any way you like. So here's a way that she used this. So she used a clipboard up on the top, and then she used the sentiments and just made it so cute. This one has the stamp and the die put together, and this is actually one of the same coordinating dies that I was just showing you, the Notebook Scallop die. So isn't that just so pretty? Okay, so that's the last 2 view of our new stamps, and now I'll go on to our coordinating dies and stamps. So now let's talk about our stamps and coordinating dies. I'm going to start with our cute little Sugar Rush stamp set, and the coordinating dies are right here. And when there's a coordinating die and stamp set, typically the dies will be called, the stamp set's name, Icons Dies. So this is Sugar Rush, this is Sugar Rush Icons Dies. So look at these adorable samples. So of course the dies give you that really perfect outline. Just adds so much more dimension to your cards. She added this adorable doily and just lined them up and colored them so beautifully. This one, if you can tell, has little glitter and just so many cute little touches to it. This set is called Squeaky Clean. For all of you that just love to clean out there, makes it more fun. Obviously more fun than actually cleaning. So this is Squeaky Clean Icons Dies to go with Squeaky Clean. Actually, this little bunny we saw on this card. So they're so versatile, where she took just a bunny from a cleaning stamp set and put it on a scene. So just makes your stamps go even further. So here are a couple samples. So this one is going to be more traditional. You stamp the darker color first and then color it in, where she had stamped the same color as the outline and colored it in the same color. Looks really, really awesome. Next we have Green Acres. For all of you farm animal lovers, it's really, really, really cute set. And of course the dies are called Green Acres Icons Dies. I've got several samples for you. So this one, gosh, doesn't that look so much fun with the gingham and the barn door? Alice did the same thing here, where she stamped the lighter color around the outside and then colored it in. Doesn't it just look so neat? And then she popped up the field with just from the background, and it just looks really great. I don't know how she did that little gingham background, but it's really awesome. Then this one is another really, really cute scene. She used our Cute Clouds dies and our Stitches dies, and really, really simple, but boy, didn't she color it so beautifully. And then we have Promenade. So it's a really fun set to create different towns and scenes. And this one is the Promenade Icon dies. And we have two samples. This one does not have the coordinating dies, but it was just such a cute card that I wanted to share. Just how cute she colored that in. And it's not necessary to have the outline around it, but if you love that look, then you have the option now with our coordinating dies. And it just makes everything stand out just a little bit more with more dimension. And that is our dies that have coordinating stamp sets for our June release. So now we'll move on to our standalone dies. This die is called Frame 4. We do have Frame 1, 2, and 3 that came before it, and you can use it for a frame or a shadow box. You can frame pictures, you can make magnets with it. It's just really so much fun to create with. All I did here was just added a frame around the basic, the middle butterfly, and it just added extra pop, I think. So this is our Butterflies Duet die right here. So it's an easy way to make a really great focal point on your project. This one is called Trees 2, and it obviously came after. This is Trees 1, so you can see the difference. They're about the same height. One just has a thicker trunk, and this one's, they're just a little bit more widespread. We do have a Leaves 1 die set that worked perfectly with them. I'll show you an example. So this is the Trees 1 size with the leaves, and this is the Trees 2. So you can tell that they're just really, really great shapes, but they're different all by themselves. So this one just has a hill, and what's great about our clear dies is you can shape them on your acrylic block and make that bend along the hill. So I just have a couple of leaves popped up just to add interest. And this one, we have a backdrop builder's stamp or die set that she used to create this adorable background. And how much fun is it just to create a focal point with just a fun flower? And that's one of our dies as well. Flowers, just called Flowers dies. So we will have a Flowers 2 die set that will come out on July 1st as well. And this one, she used the die and she cut it, but then put it back in the place where it was when she ran it through her machine. So this Thanks die is one of our dies as well. It's my handwriting, and so she just popped it up just a little bit. Don't know if you can quite tell, but all she did was add a lot of texture to her background just by die cutting many trees and putting them back in their place. I think it's really cool. The next product is Stitched Flourishes 2. This was our Stitched Flourishes 1. You can see it's bigger. And the stitching, or the flourish direction, have been flipped. So they are the same, but different in their own way. And you'll have to probably look closely. But as you can see, there's subtle stitched flourishes all around. And what this did on this card was it gave it movement. And these leaves look like they're kind of floating around in different directions, and just so pretty. So it would be great all by itself, but if someone were to receive this in person, I think they'd be even more impressed to see the really cute stitches around the outside. This one, she just created the path, the swoosh of the ambulance. So again, it kind of shows movement. And this is to show you the difference of the two. So smaller, and these are a little larger, but you can use it for the heat coming off of a coffee cup. You can use it underneath a butterfly that's flying. We have a lot of inspiration on our blog showing these products being used. And lastly, we have Fringe 2 die, which came after the Fringe 1. You can see it's the same width across, but the lines are wider and it's taller. So that's the main difference between the two. And what I did here, it was just, I didn't do anything fancy, but it just gave it an extra bit of texture along the bottom. If I wanted to, I could bend these up and give it more dimension, but I thought it just looked nice, just nice and clean and crisp the way it is. And this one's just a tag, and all I did was add it behind. And it's super simple to do that because there's a little bit of a lip on the top, as I'll show you, because this part doesn't cut. So then you can add glue easily to that, or a ribbon or something, or stitching. So that's just an extra fun way to make your tag look even cuter than without it. Yes, it's cute without it, but it's cuter with, I think. And the other thing you can create are these really fun little fan, I don't know, trees or whatever, but they're pencils. And all I did was cut the fringe, and all you do is roll it around. You can roll it around a pencil or a straw. You'll just add glue along the bottom there, and then just roll it around tightly. You have to hold it tightly until you get to the end. And then isn't that really, really fun? So granted, you can't use the eraser, but it's really cute. It will look really neat on a desk. You can put it on a straw or a pen or anything like that. But I wanted to show you that the difference here of the fringes. And it's very easy to give them dimension. You can either fluff it up with your fingernail, or you can get a round surface. I wouldn't recommend a pencil because it's got the little hexagon look or something. But you can just gently roll it around and roll it up. Of course, I'm a little awkward, but roll it up, and then it'll just add extra flair to your projects. So you could technically put this on the bottom of this kind of card and flip it up, and it just makes it look even cuter. So just a fun way to embellish your projects.